we've seen, you know, the likes of Ale taking on the Fiora, and when that thing becomes a snowball and that thing gets going, it's a monster. It's so difficult to deal with.
Now having a second team that is trying to take on the LCK and push themselves in towards groups.
Well, here we are, Hanwha Life Esports versus Beyond Gaming. Winner goes to groups, loser goes home. And already we're seeing Husha just taking a spear to the face, knowing that he just has to be very wary of Willer throwing out those spears.
They're 2,700 gold up on average of 15, but maybe not this time as Vista.
Vista, in a lot of trouble. There will be a jungler here. On the second flash forward, gets the shield of day break down. Kino gonna have to flash himself. Double summoners burned. Right, so and this passive lead just building up for Hanwha. Again, like we said, Beyond were great at the early game, and this is going to be a bit of a struggle for them right now. As we do see the Xenoblade comes in, they're going to get a flay down. Kino will not get caught out, but he gets the exhaust down straight away. They're going to have Willer onto the tower, who is already flashed, and Doggo will pick up his kills. They trade 1 for 1. Not ideal for Hanwha, but you'll take it for Beyond. Double up, not good. Don't know if we want to go for that, but now Chovy going to be finding himself in a 1v3. They're going to get the slowdown. He has no flash. He opted for the ghost, which has already been popped off. They flash in on top of him. He gets the riposte down. They're going to be able to get him out because they're just too afraid to fully engage on top of him, and he's going to be able to find himself at the blue buff, but PK and Husha are in hot pursuit. They need one last auto attack. I think Chovy's just going to wait for the execute, and that should be enough to get him out. No, never mind. Liang picks himself up a kill, so...
Yeah, I'm kind of losing it. Or sorry, PK losing it.
Oh, Def, though, gets caught out by a hook. They're going to use the Moonlight Vigil. Willer is here. He doesn't know if he wants to go underneath the tower just yet. He takes the turret shot. He can't fully commit because the wave is not quite there. Now it is, and now he's going to look for something to go. As Doggo just going to try and use these chakrams to keep himself alive, keep himself pushing, but there's enough burst damage down. Def tanking up the turret perfectly. Vista going to be able to pick up a second, and they answer back in the bot side.
Yeah, Kino unfortunately not quite able to save it. Vista though, he's gonna fall down.
Yeah, he's dead. It's Kino though.
Again though, you're being run around the map as Beyond Gaming, right? You got Leon is now committed to the bot lane, help mid lane get that push in, rotate down towards bot side. You've already taken 2 turret plates, see if you can get more.
Here we go, flash forward, they're gonna get the shield of day right, but Kino is not really the target you want. They invest an awful lot into that, and
they may be looking to try and make a play on this Rift Tower bot side.
There are no TPs available for Morgan though just yet, so it could be a native 5v5. There's the Rift Herald getting its charge off. They're thinking about it. They're looking to see if they can land a little bit of poke. Yes. Chovy 117 CS versus 80 at 90. As we can see now, Husha might be in a little bit of trouble. Just get himself away, but the Vanguard's edge is enough to keep him a little bit slowed up. They will jump on top of him. The Javelin Toss not quite going to land, and now Morgan going in 1v2. He hasn't quite got his jungler with him just yet. He almost goes ticking down. One more tick of the Ignite. Not quite going to be able to get him. The riposte slows down PK, who's just trying to keep Chovy at bay. Liang is here. It's a 3v2. I don't think they want to fully commit to this one here yet. Morgan has got TP. They have got Vistas roaming up as well. This could be terrible for the solo laners. The sustainability, if you will, to be able to deal with the Fiora. Has a little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra AP, and now do they look to try and take down this Aurelia? Morgan, no flash, used it last time, and no Vanguard's edge as well, so does pick up a plate, but 160 gold for a plate, 300 for a kill. As Morgan jumps down, he's going to try and TP himself away. He should be able to get himself out. Not enough damage, as I say it. While you commit those resources top, there is talking about this. Aphelios pick can recap it, but a TP's coming in off the back side of this. They're going to try and jump onto Husha, but oh, that was so smart! That was so smart! Oh my god, I love that play. Using it to knock Morgan over the top, but they're not quite out of dodge yet. They need to get himself out there. He's going to use the Vanguard's edge down on top of him, but they're going to be able to commit to this one. There's the Dragon's Rage kick. He lands Sonic Wave as well. There's a TP coming in from PK as well. They're going to fully commit onto Morgan. Morgan's trying to dash. He's trying to flash. He's trying to get on top of him. He'll trade 1 for 1. PK now getting a grand challenge on top of him. The Tryndamere is still here, still has the Undying Rage. Chovy slowed down, gets his resistances dropped a little bit. It's going to be a 3v2 in a moment. You have got the Undying Rage popped, and now that cooldown is gone. They're going to keep chasing on top of them. They don't need to go for PK just yet. They're going to force the flash out of the Tryndamere as we go back up towards that top side, and they will take down PK. While that's been happening, though, mid lane's been taken by Beyond.
They do have to be careful that they're not over-committing resources to try and chase down these kills on top.
There is a 1,200 gold lead for Chovy over Gwen, which is to be expected. They didn't really lane against each other. There's a 2-man stun. Immediately Kino has to use the Mikhail's Blessing. PK, though, going to keep himself alive with the W, and now Leon going to come in. They've used a lot of their ultimates here. We're going to see Willer getting caught on. He's forced to go golden immediately. There's a hook, but not quite going to land. Chovy now acting as a front line. They land the Sonic Wave. They go in. Death is going to flash away. He does not want to get caught out by this lead in. Willer now in a little bit of trouble. They're going to jump on the Leon, who's forced to use the Undying Rage. This is good from Hanwha. They're getting a lot out of the side of Beyond as they go in. There's the exhaust going down to try and keep Doggo alive. They're going to try and just jump all assault on top of a Moonlight Vigil. Completely whipped. PK gets one down. That's one for Doggo, but they trade it back 1 for 1. It's a hell of an extended fight. There's so many low health bars. There's one more for Doggo, but they again trade it back. It's a 3 for 2 in favor of Hanwha. They're still going. The hook will go wide. They still have the play. They will be able to use it. Deft. Deft. Oh no, he's able to get the heal down, but he was all a bait. Gets the kill down. 4 for 2.
Right. And you see just a little bit of it there. 2 people showing the. Oh, hang on.
Oh, Doggo might be in a little bit of trouble. Does not have flash, and that means he's going to go down. You cannot be standing right beside each other. Kino is almost dead. There it is. Double kill given over to Deft, and that's going to mean they have full control of this mid lane. They're going to have full control around Baron.
Never mind. Full collapse coming in for Hanwha, and they're just able to take the mid lane turret, and now they can fall back towards this Baron. You've only got 3 members of Beyond Gaming up. It would take a miracle for them to stop this, or for Husha to make the steal.
Yeah, Vista just trying to play keep away right now. They don't know exactly. They have no idea about the vision.
Husha tries to move in. He got the miracle steal yesterday to get Beyond Gaming 2 here. Can he do it again against Hanwha?
He's going to have to. 4,000 HP. They don't know what the HP of this Baron is right now. He's going to jump back out. Morgan said, no, I'm going to make sure you keep away. They're going to go in with a Dragon's Rage kick, but he is dead. No steal for you. PK goes golden. The Baron hasn't been stopped just yet. It will fully reset, and I think that's objective. As a 2-item Tryndamere, or even a 2-item Gwen, you just can't deal with this.
Young. I don't know if you want to be there.
Don't know if you want to go for that, but oh my God, Lord, that double up. That was absurd amount of damage. Well, that's been happening on the top side. We have a little bit of a problem for PK in the bot as they're going to go head-to-head with Chovy, and this is a 4v4 and a 1v1, but they're going to get this game still feels in Hanwha's control. Very much something they can go for, as Liang is going to have to be the one to face check. He does not have an Undying Rage just yet, but he's going to have to spin his way over to the side. Serelda's going to slow him down. They now know it's going down. It's not an exceptionally quick Baron, must be said, but there is very little vision right now. Kino, you're in a lot of trouble if you get caught out here. Chovy's on the flank. They're going to go for it. Vista being caught off. They're going to try and just commit on the Doggo straight away. He flashes away. Going to try and put down the damage, but the bullet time from Death absolutely shreds these health bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hanwha Life will decimate Beyond in this fight, and there's nothing they can do about it. Beyond going to have Liang as the last remaining player, and they're going to look to end the game.
Yeah, Hanwha just collapsing so well there, managing to pick up Beyond as they're trying to contest the Baron, but it will now be Hanwha closing out game number 1.
Game 1 in 29 minutes. Hanwha take their first all-important step towards getting themselves to the group stage. It looked like they may have had opportunities for Beyond, but in the end, the pressure just became too much.
Or whether he just wants to use that opportunity to poke this Kennen under tower and get a big advantage mid.
Yeah, a lot of scaling onto Hanwha as we go in. They are 1-0 up above Beyond Gaming, and they're looking to take another fantastic step towards that group stage. Chovy on the Azir. It's a classic of the LC.
Unless I'm completely wrong and Zonya's is coming through, I'm just like, oh God. But either way.
Speaking of oh God, Doggo gets exhausted, gets flashed in on top of him. He's going to be using his heal. But Vista, I don't think you can take this fight. The Ignite goes down. They're going to try this one back. Burst blood to Doggo. And now Kino going to try and get a little bit more off of that. He's forced to flash away. Oh, it's a disaster for Hanwha. Back in his favor. Up will not hit onto him, but that's a massive wave, and Willer is just hiding around the corner. Kino, you're going to have to try and play defense. They're going to get the knockback, the flash away. Nicely done. Vista takes the aggro, and they're going to try and reset it again. They're still going on top of this. There's some good shields of Daybreak coming out. There is the TP coming in. Doggo will fall. That's going to go down to death. Willer will get himself out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you give up the play on bot side.
Oh, I think PK is going to die here. He's going to level up, though, so he gets a little bit of extra health, but these auto attacks, one more Q, even if he needed it. No, Morgan gets the solo kill up in the top lane. Not really in much danger, as I say that, though. Speaking of danger, PK going to be forced to use Slicing Maelstrom and his flash, and he's back up top side, but he has no flash, he has no ultimate, and he will not have a hope or a prayer if he gets caught out. Now he sees Willer, and he's going to immediately try back up, but the ward jump is good. Flash into the Lee Sin kick, all you absolutely want. There's a nice shifting sand, but oh, follow him over the wall, but back over you go. Knock him all the way back. Flash for flash, flash again. Chovy now finally getting caught on top of him, but there's 2 members of Hanwha Life coming into the top side. He's separating them out, though, and they're able to go in with the Heartbreaker. Husha picks up the kill, and that's the kind of response we want to see from Beyond. They are slowly finding themselves in at least responses.
Yeah, but oh, hang on.
Morgan not really taking a lot of damage here from the slicing motion. We got stunned up one more time and stunned again, so he's still waiting on his E to come back up, and that's a shutdown.
To his name as well, so you really now are looking at, hey, what is the card potential of Viego and Vayne? Because they got a lot of work to do.
They have a hell of a lot of work to do. PK though getting stunned up, getting kicked down. He gets executed. The tower will fall, and that goes over to Husha. Willer is now 1-0 and 2. You got to be careful though, Willer. Very, very obnoxious, you can tell. Yes, here we go. There's the bullet time into the Curse of the Sad Mummy. They're going to try and catch out Doggo. He does not quite get caught though, because Kino gets himself in front of the bandage touch. Now they can maybe turn this one around. They're going to TP down on top of this, but it's been answered immediately. And Liang, you have no health bar, you have no economy, and you're going to fall. 2 kills going over to Willer.
It just wasn't going to end well.
And this is the second time now we've seen the Liang just with these very, very late TPs. The setup play does not land. He's going to flash in. They're going to get the flash and the cleanse out of depth. He slowed down just a little bit. There's the Kadem against the wall for Vista. The TP is going to be committed. That's going to be the Jarvan and the Cannon coming on top of this. Vista adding a little bit more time to this play. Cataclysm goes down. There's no flash for Doggo, so they're going to try and fully invest into that. Slicey melts him on the 3 though, and they're turning this one a little bit around. Hanwha Life cannot play with these helpers, but here comes Chovy, smacking Liang all the way back to the bank and getting himself a little bit more kills. Hanwha Life not quite done with this one yet. Now PK and Doggo left between a Chovy and a hard place. Chovy on this Azir has so much distance between him and the carries. He's going to be able to force them back off the turret. He doesn't want to overcommit. Never mind, he does. Shifting sound. They get the stun down, but he gets the kill, and that is all that matters. There is the Make It Rain coming down with the bullet time. Hanwha Life Esports smash Beyond in that bot lane, dog.
And look how terrified Beyond are. They're committing everything to this bot lane because they want to try and support Doggo, but you got Hanwha who are here. Meanwhile, Morgan's pushing top, could even just fall back over towards the Rift Tower to pick that up for himself.
Should be able to get this turret down very low. There's the Curse of the Sad Bullet time all the way to the bank. They're going to commit there with a charge, but Doggo was tanking up the tower, so he has to back away, and it's just all falling apart. Hanwha Life are going to have their pick of the litter. Willer will take down the Cleanse, and that is just going to be so easy for the side of Hanwha Life. They don't need to go overforce things. They don't need to kind of panic. They know they are just stronger.
And they're winning both solo lanes, right? Morgan not involved in that. Chovy not involved in that. That was a 3v4 the Hanwha just won, and it's 16 minutes. Oh, Penguin, it's going wrong.
They're going for it, but these are the 2 fed members, so Husha trying to see if he can do something here, but you're stunned up because of the bandage toss, and Doggo is going to be chased down. He's flashing away, and while that's happening, Chovy playing PvE saying, I'll take the mid lane turret, no bother.
Chovy's a kill right now for Beyond is not a big deal.
I mean, Morgan might have overextended a little bit. You will have the charge coming in as well, so they're going to try and get him away from the side of the Kled as it goes a little bit too far forward, but now Morgan very much overextended. He has got Willer with him. They are going to maybe look for this kind of turnaround. PK gets caught out, gets kicked into the Kled, and the Cataclysm. It's a beautiful bait. Willer and Morgan, perfect synergy. Difference of, you know, as I say, I'm going to stop myself straight away. We're going to see Kino go in, but nobody's there to kind of go in with you. You cannot just go in 1v4 and expect to live. They can just keep throwing out abilities. Hanwha Life are just decimating right now. There's the Curse of the Sad Mummy going in as Death picks up a kill onto the Kennen. The Kennen now 1 and 6. There's the bullet time on the Husha to try and take him out. But Hanwha Life, this is 4v4, 4v5, and they're still absolutely crushing it. Oh, TP coming in. Maybe they try and jump onto Chovy again. He does have Flash and Emperor's Divide. They're going to double TP onto this. They want to try and make something happen. This is it. This is your desperation play. TP going to be responded here by Morgan as he tried to jump in with his teeth. Chovy now finds himself with the Emperor's Divide. He flashes away and gets the shifting sound, but they found Doggo. He's trying to keep himself alive. He's trying to kite, but 3 people are on your face, and there's nothing you can do. They now have 2 quick kills, and now it's all on the Husha. He needs to be the guy to change this fight around. He needs to be the guy to get these kills down, but you just cannot. Willer has stepped up. Willer gets himself a triple. Willer is looking for the quadra, and maybe Morgan, you ruined it. You ruined it all. They'll be able to finish off these kills and end the game, but Morgan, for shame.
I mean, he came from WE, the Star Guardians of the LPL, with their power of friendship.
It would have been a penta.
It would have been the penta.
God damn. And they're not even going to end the game. They're going to go back and get themselves fed up.
I mean, look at Willer.
The game is still happening, and they are still picking up gold, and it's just going to be a Baron to start this one off. They haven't swept the Vision just yet. So this is confidence, or is it foolishness? Because there's a big difference. There's a thin line as Morgan now finds himself on the side of this one here. They're actually just taking the Baron down to 4,000 HP, 2,000, 1,000 gone, done, dusted. It's a done deal. Now we got the big purple worm buff on the side of everyone. Doggo's auto-attacking a ward right now, so he's not really putting down any DPS. Willer finds Husha in the battle of the junglers, but the rest of Hanwha Life is here. We're going to see the Heartbreaker over the wall to keep Husha safe. Flash forward doesn't hit onto anything. Morgan looking for the Cataclysm. It's not on the Doggo, but there is the AoE, and they absolutely tear through Beyond. It's all down to Husha and Doggo, and I'm going to be real. He looks more like a Chihuahua than a Rottweiler.
Yeah, he's kind of shaking when he barks here. Mostly from fear as Doggo.
Yep, you should be in fear, but he flashes over, but they get the flash, they'll move backwards. Willer trying to go 1v2, and honestly, I think he could do it. He's feeling it, he's looking for it, he's going in, but he will fall. While that was all happening, the Nexus was being taken down, and that's Hanwha Life getting themselves to within one game of putting themselves into the group stage.
That one hurt to watch. That one was painful.
Now, okay, so I saw the Orianna, and I thought to myself,
a lot of what you have, a great many lanes in solo lanes looking across for Hanwha, where you got the push for Chovy, you got Morgan, who should, at least in the early stages, be able to control this matchup against Leong, and it really feels like, again, Beyond, if they can hold out, maybe, but this is still going to be incredibly tough to try and operate this 1-4 composition.
You wouldn't steal a
You wouldn't steal a bear. You wouldn't download a bear, but speaking of now coming into down low, looks like Hanwha Life have downloaded how this level 1's going to go. Is they're going to go straight in a 4v3 as they go in onto Kino. He might be forced to flash away. He does get ignited. Blue Buff is going to find himself in a little bit of a journey, find out who he is inside, but gets himself back into the pit, and that's going to be Willer starting off with this blue steel. Just push himself over the wall and see if he can maybe find out where this Blue Buff is, and they will find now both junglers here on this top side. There is push in the top side here for Beyond, so a bit of a trade happening on, but there's Sonic Wave going to land. Willer trying to take this one down. He smites down for a little bit of health, but recognizes the Fiora.
Actually going to try and make his way back in, so still trying to be a nuisance here.
I mean, they don't know that he doesn't have smite, and he knows that Willer doesn't, so Willer is not aware that there was a smite difference right there, so just seeing if you can maybe just kite this one out is going to be a full-on chase for this Blue Buff. He goes in, it goes over to Willer, and that's going to be the 1v1 taking off right now. Flash, though, I don't know if that's worth your flash.
Yeah, about another minute before that one comes back up, so they decide to wait until Kino has that, and they can always rinse and repeat, so keep your eye. 2 minutes time is Leon.
He had to flash. Yeah, he had to flash. If you're getting up those stacks and you're passing alongside the Conqueror, you are just in a bad spot, but now here we go, the Ornhorn used into the mid lane. Chovy forced to flash.
It's trying to control this bot lane, trying to see if you can play around this Beyond, but unfortunately not going to happen. And also we were talking about, hey, let's see if they potentially roam up towards this Rift Tower, trying to use the fact that Doggo should be able to reset first, but Deft actually gets a really nice reset timing as well, so he'll be back in the lane to contest it. So unfortunately Beyond not being able to play towards these objectives, but Beyond?
Leon going in against Morgan, but there is a jungler here, and there's no jungler for you, so it's going to be a 2v1. Going to have the riposte, but first blood going on.
The Krugs as well, so there's just nothing that Big can do as they crash this big wave.
You do have the Unbreakable Will here for Kino, so if he takes the turret aggro, going to try and jump on the Depth, who has got flash, uses it immediately, has to respect the Vista, trying to see if he can make something happen himself. The explosive cast could just disperse everybody. There we go, going to try and fully commit to it, but the minions are in your way, Vista. Just that at 700 gold equals a, Executioner's Calling. That extra bit of healing reduction going to be huge, as now the jungler is going to try and fight this one off, but you're Hanwha Life and you have Chovy in the mid lane. You have perma push and perma priority. There's no way PK could help you out.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, as I say that though, Chovy getting ignited. So we're going to see Willer just jump in as well. The shockwave goes down, lands onto one. Hush is still very healthy, up to about half HP. We can see in the picture.
Want Doggo to be your big carry alongside the Fiora in the side lane, so getting gold there is going to work wonders. Whereas you're splitting it between Willer and Chovy, who Chovy, if he can get to the late game, yes, would be huge. But Beyond Gaming are trying to win these teams. Yeah, Kino's super low, and not having that ultimate means they're going to have to back away from this turret completely. So nice play from Hanwha. They don't get the kills, but they get exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they get the pressure. They got themselves pushing.
TP behind them.
TP coming in though. That's PK. You only join the fight now. He's going to see the Ornhorn coming in, but Kino trying to keep himself alive as long as possible. Bounce House goes down onto Willer. Deft is underneath the tower. That's a good bullet time coming across the side of Hanwha. They are not able to help out Willer just yet. We're going to see the jump over, but Willer is just stronger. Has the Gore Drinker of a passive and active, keeping himself sustained. And now Doggo and PK trying to see if they can just keep this wave away, keep this turret on their side, because they know that Hanwha are hungry.
Doggo putting in the misfortune, you end up like tearing through a lot of the health bars, and you make it really difficult for people like Deft to try and position, but Shockwave goes wide.
Does go wide, but the rest of Hanwha Life are here. PK looks like he's just going to give up his life to save his jungler and say, look, I'm overextended. We got bot lane turret. Kill for a turret it still feels in favor of Beyond, but with the Rift Herald going down now towards this top side, it's going to be very difficult to make that stick as we now get the Vanguard's edge going in. Morgan has to back away though because he was tanking the turret aggro. We're going to see a nice little flash away, but there's not really a lot you can do. Husha is here on top of Morgan, but I don't know if you want to take this fight right now. He goes straight into the invisibility. He's trying to turn this one around with the Gordrick. He flashes away. He's got the rake down. It's all these burning of summoners, and it ends up being a 2-for-none in favor of Hanwha Light.
It's a flash.
Gonna get bot tier 1 as well, but maybe they look for a TP, or actually never mind, they're gonna look for the Ornhorn and going on the Chovy, who flashes the complete other direction. Who's trying to jump in onto him? Gonna try and jump over the wall. Parkour, hardcore, parkour. As we can see, Def now going in with the killer instinct on the backside of this. Husha just cannot sustain.
You don't usually want to commit your AD carry alongside your mid laner, but in this scenario, they're just desperate for something. Ward spot them out though.
They gotta go. Morgan does not have flash, does have the Vanguard's edge though, and the flawless duet should he want it. There's gonna be the bullet time used to just try and keep him away, but a lot of CC makes it a bounce house. But look at the health he gets back with that Core Drinker. They finally get the shutdown, but while this is happening, Liang, he's left to defend by himself. There's Shelly pushing the bot side. Your base is falling apart.
I mean, that was the desperation. That's the Hail Mary, and unfortunately, it's a fumble, and it's an interception too.
With Liang into that top side, just try and get some kind of gold. Important to recognize there was a little bit of shutdown going, keep up.
The lanes are in Hanwha's favor, the map state's going in their favor, and now they're trying to over-collapse onto boss.
They gotta go. They gotta try and take down Morgan, but I don't think they're gonna get the knock-up. They do not, and you can see with the Vanguard's end, he's pushing all around the field. He's gonna get the W down, but not quite able to keep himself alive. But you've committed 3 members to bot side. Hanwha Life gonna turn onto the Baron. You do have a bullet time and a TP. They're gonna try and go for this contest.
I mean, you're hoping for a miracle steal, but Hanwha, they're already on it. It's already so low.
They're not going to have the Fiora or the Talon, but they're just delaying. Hanwha don't want to flip this. They know that it will. You may look just to try and go and turn and burn for this Baron. However, there is still a ward. No teleports available. They're going to go jump onto it. They haven't cleared this one yet.
I mean, when have Ward stopped them? We've already seen it in the last game that they're more than happy to do this on Vision, but now they're just trying to bait Vista sitting in the bush.
They're sitting in the bush. Vista gonna jump in, flash belly bot there. It's a good ultimate though. The bullet time keeps everyone away from Husha, excuse me, is now Vista trying to catch on to PK. He's going to slow him down though with the dissonance. Liang is here. Now we got the Ornhorn and the TP coming in. It's going to be Morgan off the backside of this. It's a 2-man knockup. Vista in a little bit of trouble, but Liang just doesn't really have the damage to take him down. He flashes back in on top of him, but he will fall for his greed. And Beyond, they trade one back, and that's going to be their split push. Fiora not available to this. Luckily for them, that's not the person that needed for this fight. But again, Hanwha Life back onto the Baron. Yeah. The health of the Baron is right now though 6,000 HP. He's going to have to make a bit of a guess. We can see Chovy and Vista roaming in as the bodyguards. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. They're going to get the shockwave, and it catches him in the animation. He goes down. The Baron is secured. Hanwha Light and mid. They got 2 waves pushing. Liang is nowhere to be seen. Hino gets hit by the Sonic Wave, but that turret in the mid lane is pretty much done. Beyond, this is your moment. This is where you have to make your last chance, your last stand. You cannot just let this one go to 1,000 cuts. You have to try and be defiant, but I don't think they're waiting for the perfect engage. Yeah, I was going to say Liang is not there, and they're losing their entire base.
I mean, you've got nothing here. Hanwha, they're perfectly fine to just keep pushing. These minions are streaming in Beyond now with the TP.
TP going to be coming in. It's going to be on the backside of this fight. They're going to go way deep, all the way down towards the blue buff, as now 5v5. Here we go. Beyond going to start it off. There's the Ornhorn. They're going to knock up Kino to stop the engage on the Chovy. Chovy's running away as fast as he possibly can. The bullet time will he'll absolutely squat. And now you're going to try and take this one going. Def gets himself over the wall with the killer instinct, and that's it. You've used everything. You've nothing left in the tank, and the Hanwha Life will very, very easily take you to the cleaners. Back to the Shadow Realm. Back down. Hanwha Life will take absolutely everything from Beyond, and Hanwha Life in a 3-0 will join the rest of the LCK in the group stages.
LCK fans rejoice as one more representative will move on to that group stage. Hanwha, a clean 3-0 today.
And Deft getting his first best of 5 win in 7 years.